Hi, Glenn here from Air Conditioning Warehouse Sales. Buy direct and save at Melbourne's 4 genuine air conditioning warehouses with Melbourne's best heating and cooling prices. We have all the big brands in stock and ready to go right now. So shop where the trade shops. airwaresales.com.au.
It's time now to catch up with one of your favourite players, because yesterday he was an absolute star. Star he was on the weekend for the mighty Melbourne Football Club. He had 31 disposals, 5-point win over the Hawthorn at the MCG, and also had the big job of shutting down Jaeger O'Meara after he absolutely dominated the first quarter. And James Harm's been good enough to join us. G'day, James.
G'day, boys. How are you?
Well, James, and yes, a much-needed victory on the weekend. What was the message there at quarter time? I think O'Meara had about 12 in the first quarter.
Yeah, it definitely was a well-needed win. Obviously been a bit of a tough start for us boys, but yeah, Goody came up to me at quarter time and just he kind of flagged it before the game if O'Meara started to get off, so I'd probably go to him, and I just said he had 12 in the first, so Goody just said get to him at stoppages and then try and work off him.
I think he only had, 8 possessions, I think, after you took up the tagging role?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but...
do you count the possessions when you're tagging someone like that? Do you actually count the possessions that they have so that, it gives you some sort of idea how you're going?
Not really. I don't really count on myself, but usually at the breaks, the midfield coach, Justin Platt, will come up to me and give me a bit of a gauge on how I'm going and, how they've been going as well. So he more does that side of things. I just go out there and try and stop him and play footy.
What's it been like in the rooms for the last month or so, James, or more than that? It's been a very, very difficult period for the club and for the players. After, I guess, 2 or 3 years of improvement every year, it's been a difficult start. What's it actually been like around the joint?
It's been pretty tough. After games when you're losing, it's hard to, stay positive. But, as a whole club and as a collective, we stuck together and, we took steps in the right direction on the weekend, but we still got a lot of work to do. And, it's just great to get a win finally. And, it's a club effort, everyone from the players, the coaching staff, even the medical team. It's not just us boys out there playing. So we're all in it together. It's been a bit tough, but yeah, it was great to finally get a win on the weekend.
Everyone sort of looked relieved after the game. Simon Goodwin and the players, so relieved. So the week itself, mentally tough and physically tough leading into that game?
Actually, wasn't too bad, to be honest. We started the week last Monday and we said that, what's happened, we'll put that behind us and, move on as a club, and we're not going to worry about what's happened. We're just going to worry about what we can do on the weekend, and that's go out there and try and play our brand. And, we felt like that we got back to, playing some similar footy to what we were playing last year, and that was off the back of winning contested ball and starting to defend a bit better.
One of the more bizarre events in the lead up to a game of footy was what happened to Christian Petrarca last week. Were you in the pool when that happened?
No, I wasn't actually. Yeah, it was a bit of an unfortunate event. He was actually doing some hypoxic training, which he does a lot, where you hold your breath and, it was all fully supervised, and the high performance team were all down there. So someone had to jump in and help him out, but it wasn't too bad. He was fine within 10 minutes after it, so it wasn't as bad as what everyone's been saying.
After the game, James, I was listening to Andy Marr speaking to Diane today, but after the game you delivered a signed football to Dees fan, little John Amos there, and you're his favourite player. He wears his number 4 Melbourne jumper, and we believe he hasn't...
took the footy to bed.
Took the footy to bed with him. That was a marvellous moment, and we've had so many people ring up today and also send messages through. One of those nice feel-good stories in football.
Yeah, it was unreal, wasn't it? I've met John a few times, actually. He was actually... It was at the game when I had my first win for the Dees, and I gave him a ball then as well. So I seen him before the game, and then once we got the win, I thought it'd be perfect to give him the ball one last time, and like I did the first game, get around him, give him a bit of a hug, and he's actually come into the club a few times and got to meet a few of the boys and have a little look around as well. So yeah, he's a ripping fella and great family as well.
Talked about your first game, but you came off the rookie list, and yours was a Melbourne family, wasn't it? I think you both your parents and your grandparents are great Melbourne supporters. You barracked for the Dees as a kid?
Yeah, that's it, mate. Mum and Dad, both Melbourne supporters. I was as well. and both my pops. So, it's pretty crazy when I got the first game, and super proud to be on the Melbourne team at the moment, and great to obviously get back on the winning list on the weekend.
James, you got a chance to solve an argument or help an argument here that KB and I have had for 2 years. I have been to, I don't know how many 100 Melbourne Footy Club functions over the years. One of the most bizarre things I've ever seen was a hypnotist hypnotising a number of Melbourne players, of which you were one, and you went completely under, didn't you?
You were part of the act, surely.
No. Tell KB how far under you were.
Oh, I was right under. I thought I was on a tropical beach drinking cocktails at one stage. So it's actually pretty crazy. You kind of got to, I think you got to believe in it a bit to do it. But everyone who went up there kind of know what you're doing, but you can't really stop what you're doing, which is weird. So everyone said to us after, like, you were part of the act, that we weren't. It was just a good hypnotist putting a few people down to sleep and getting a good laugh out of it.
Have you seen footage of your, well, I won't say performance, have you seen footage of how you reacted to being hypnotised?
I don't want to see it.
No, you don't. I'm telling you don't want to see it. It's not good.
I don't ever want to see it.
I was just looking.
Delete those files.
I didn't believe Doc. I said to Doc at the time, I said, James and the rest of the crew, they would have been in on the act, but we'll take your word for it, completely hypnotised. First time you've ever been hypnotised?
Nah, second actually.
Oh, second time.
I went to a night with my godmother one night, and I got hypnotised that night, and I think I actually had a baby, so a bit different to the one that this one was like. But yeah, I'd already done it, so you kind of got to accept it. A bit weird. It's a different thing. It's very different.
James, I was just looking at your draw. You got Gold Coast at Metricon on Saturday, and Gold Coast surprises all with how competitive they've been this year, and also the performance, particularly after half-time against the West Coast Eagles. So that would be a tough one. But then on paper, you got to go to the Eagles in Perth. You got the Giants at the MCG, Adelaide, TIO Stadium, and then you got Collingwood at the MCG. So this is a testing period for Melbourne to see whether or not maybe you can play finals this year.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a tough little run, but like I said before, we put everything behind us, and we think we took a step forward on the weekend as the way we played, and obviously, Alistair Clarkson said that we both sides didn't play well, but we knew going into the game, we knew it was going to be a scrappy game like that, and we actually thought the way we played was, a lot better than the way we had been playing, and as I said, it's going to be a tough run, but we're looking forward to the challenge, and I think we travel pretty well, so we'll get up to Gold Coast this weekend and have a good crack there, and then head over to the West Coast.
Well done, James. You've been pretty solid all year, and particularly BOG on the weekend for sure. Best of luck for the rest of the season. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, boys. Have a good one.